Today we're talking about feminine energy, how to actually be in your feminine energy in dating and marriage and in business. Now, hope you guys will jump back on because I just went live in the wrong direction and it just was not working. So we are going to fix things up. Let me know when you guys can hear me and we will get started. I don't want to start talking and you guys can't even hear me. Hello, hello. Hey, me Adora support. I apologize. I was trying to live stream horizontally, but then I couldn't see your guys' chat. So we'll have to fix that after. And my husband's not here. So this is what's happening. My husband, he had to go and take care of some stuff. He was going to be back at 9:30 and live stream and do this together, but he had to go take care of some stuff. So I'm here by myself, and that's why I'm fumbling with my tech. But it's okay. I got you guys. Dina, what is up, beautiful? Hey, Natasha, I can hear you. Excited to become a member. Awesome. So Dina, how is it so far in the Feminine Energy Academy? And then we are going to talk about feminine energy today. I'm going to give you guys 3 things that will actually help you be in your feminine energy, like for real, not just about lipstick and having your hair done, but actually be in your receiving energy. That's what I want. But Dina, while we're waiting for people to log on, tell me, how has it been for you in the Feminine Energy Academy? Yolanda, what's up, beautiful? Nisha, what is up? I love it. Okay, perfect. Love it, love it, love it. What has been the greatest like aha moment for you since you've been in the Feminine Energy Academy? Dina, let the ladies know. Hello, hello. And while she's answering that, let me know in the comments right now if you are dating or if you are married or if you are a business owner. Can you guys let me know? Because then I like to give you girls examples that are related to you. So let me know. Most women I work with, oh, Yolanda's like, this is my first live. I love it. Most women I work with are business owners or transitioning into business. And they've just been in their masculine energy like their entire lives, pretty much. Their hormones are burnt out. Their relationship, wrong type of guys start working with me is they may have been married for time, but their marriage has been neutral. Intimacy is not good. They're fighting a lot. They're feeling like the man is more in his feminine, she's more in her masculine. She's got the hormone issues. Her nervous system is fried. Usually by the time women come to me, their nervous system is completely fried. They're super anxious. They could be beautiful on the outside, super giving, super loving, such a good person, but just so much shame because you're like, how did I get myself in this situation? How is this my life? You're in the right spot. Okay. Just so you know, you're in the right spot. Okay, Nisha, in a 10-year relationship, not married. Okay, business owners. Okay, awesome. Is it lagging, you guys? Let me know if it's lagging as well. I wanted to be out with the palm trees. You know, it's almost November and I'm living my dream life. I come from a cold, small town in Canada, and I've manifested this amazing dream life that I have now with my amazing husband, family. We were traveling this weekend. We just got back late last night. And so I'm like, no, I'm live streaming. I'm bringing you girls this energy of you get to have your desires. That's the energy I'm transmitting to you girls. Okay. But is it like, oh, it's better now. Okay, perfect. All right. So let's get started on feminine energy. My mom is looking after me and I'm so sad because my sister is getting loads of stuff and I have nothing and it has, okay. I'm not sure. You're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's just get started. Feminine energy. What do you girls think feminine energy is? What do you girls think feminine energy is? It's kind of like a buzzword right now. A lot of people are like starting to understand, oh, I'm in my soft girl era. They're starting to understand that masculine energy men are not attracted to masculine energy women, right? And so they're in like on this journey of, okay, I'm going to start taking care of myself. I want to attract a better quality man. And, you know, and those are all amazing things. It's a beautiful place to start, right? But what's actually feminine energy? So feminine energy, so masculine energy, we all have masculine energy and feminine energy, just like we all have masculine hormones and feminine energy hormones. So testosterone is a masculine hormone. Even women have a little bit of testosterone. We need that. So our masculine energy is a beautiful thing. It's our doing, it's our go-getting energy. It's the logic. It's I always go like this because it's all in the head. Okay? It's your thinking, your analyzing, your logical, your reasoning, your intellectualizing, you are providing, protecting. That is masculine energy. Just think of the sperm. The sperm competes and it chases for a target. Okay, that is masculine energy. Feminine energy is receiving. Okay, we all have our feminine hormones, estrogen, progesterone. Those are our feminine hormones. We need those. We need mostly feminine hormones to feel good in our body. Likewise, with our energy as women, we feel better actually in our feminine energy. That is our receiving energy. So just think of a woman's. I'm going to go. I have my Adora support to block all the weirdos on here. So I'm just talking to my ladies right now. Feminine energy is your ability to receive, your ability to feel safe, your ability to be in your fun pleasure, but your ability to receive. And if you don't believe me, just look at the woman's body parts, right? She receives. Okay. You need both the masculine and the feminine parts to come together to form a baby. That's a manifestation. Okay. So we need both masculine and feminine energies, just like we need both masculine and feminine hormones to create. Okay. That's feminine energy at a science level. Okay. But practically speaking, how do you be more in your feminine energy in dating and in marriage and in your business? Right. So some signs. Oh, hey, Christy, what's up? Hello, hello. I see you, girls. Thank you, thank you. So being more in your feminine energy in dating and in marriage and in business really has to do with three things I'm going to teach you girls, okay? These three things. Yes, you want to look good, you want to put, makeup on, you want to, have your hair done, you want to feel good in your body. Those things are super, super important. But really, what really makes you soft, what really makes you magnetic, where everybody just wants to be in your energy, where you have favor everywhere you go. Like I call it the pretty girl energy, okay? Because I believe every woman is beautiful. I'm not just saying that. I actually believe that. I actually believe that there's so many things you can do as a woman to up your attractiveness. So even if you're watching this and you're like, well, I'm not pretty. No, babe, you just haven't put effort into your looks and your energy, okay? And you just don't feel good about yourself. Dina's like, so far the content has been great. My husband is more drawn to me. Okay, so this is a perfect example of Dina, who just started in the Feminine Energy Academy, and her husband is already more drawn to her. And these are testimonials I see every single day with the ladies I work with in the Feminine Energy Academy, whether they're dating, they're engaged, they're married. When they shift their energy, the men naturally respond. Okay. Men respond to our energy. If you are in your masculine energy and you're coming at him, he will naturally lean more into his feminine energy. Once you start leaning back and leaning into your feminine energy and doing some of the things that I'm going to teach you girls today on this live stream, just watch in your life. Men are going to be drawn to you. Healthy men are going to be drawn to you. Your husband's going to be drawn to you. Your fiance is going to be drawn to you. Even if you're out and about, it's not even just men, it's women, it's kids. People are magnetized to women that are in their healthy feminine energy. Okay. How do I join the academy? Adora support, can you please put the link there? Just so you guys know too, I had a testimonial come in today of one of the ladies. She just joined last week, and the story is so beautiful. She was so depressed, so anxious, engaged, horrible relationship issues, horrible health issues, and just within a few days, just everything has turned around in her health, in her relationship. She's like, we were intimate for the first time in a year. Okay, this is how fast this works with ladies, because it's not just about having the perfect body and wearing lipstick and high heels. That's not what feminine energy is. Okay, so the three things, let's talk about this. The first thing to really truly be in your feminine energy, truly, is you need to let go of your triggers. We need to let go of your triggers, okay? So I love to talk about feminine energy. In order for you to actually be in your soft feminine energy, well, energy is soft, right? Triggers are hard. That's hard energy. That means you're wounded, you're angry, you're bitter, you're carrying around a lot of resentment. It could be you're always up in your head, even if you're such a good person and you're praying and you are like giving to charities and you take care of your family and you're over giving, but your energy is just like you're hard in your energy because you're burnt out, maybe you are just you're holding on to stuff, you're resentful towards your partner, you're resentful towards maybe your work or your business. You are just carrying around all this energy, you haven't released it, you're just holding on to it. And what happens to anything that you hold on to in your body? It hardens, right? So just think of a muscle. This is the best example of this. Think of a muscle, right? If it's been overworked, you develop a knot. The muscle is hard, right? So you got to actually massage it to release it. Same with our energy. I don't care if you look perfect. You could have the perfect body. Makeup is on point, perfect hair, perfect dimensions. You are an amazing woman. But if you are holding on to things energetically, babe, in your nervous system, in your body, your energy is hard. You could be guarded. That's another way that women have really hard energy is you're guarded. And I know this all the time because I have private clients. So I have like my community, the Feminine Energy Academy, where you get access to all my coaching videos, audios, nervous system reprogramming, all that stuff, the hormone help, the feminine energy help. And then I have private VIP clients. There's just a couple people I work with because I'm super, super selective of who I work with. But anyway, this one girl I have, she's gorgeous. She's a doctor. She's gorgeous. You would see her and you're just like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. There's no way this girl has any problems, getting dates or getting married. But she would say, men don't approach me, Natasha. They don't approach me. And so we really went deep in this. And she understands feminine energy. Like a lot of times these women are coaches themselves, so they understand that. But there's an underlying subconscious root there where she didn't feel safe, right? And this is from childhood stuff, from abandonment wounds, anxious wounds. I go deep into that in the Feminine Energy Academy. But it was very subconscious where she really did not feel safe, men coming too close to her. So at a head knowledge, and this is not just her, this is why I'm using this as an example. I see this all the time with women, especially successful women, where you're like, I don't understand why I'm not attracting the guys I want. I'm such an amazing person, right? I'm so beautiful. I'm so successful, all this stuff. But your energy is still guarded because you're still hurt from the last guy that hurt you, or masculine energy wounds from your dad, from childhood, from religion, from just stuff that have happened. Maybe you went through a divorce or just a bad breakup and you haven't actually let it go out of your nervous system. So your nervous system has been programmed. It remembers. Your nervous system remembers you being hurt by masculine energy. So what is it going to do? It's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep you guarded. So even at a head knowledge, you're like, I don't understand. I want this type of man. I want this type of man. Why is my husband acting like this? But your nervous system is like, masculine energy is dangerous. Masculine energy can leave you. Masculine energy is stressful. It's not safe. So at a subconscious level, babe, you will naturally lean into your masculine energy because you don't feel safe. And you know this because you get triggered easily. You feel anxious, or maybe you're not attracting the type of man that you want, or your husband's not coming towards you because subconscious, it's like 80% of this is subconscious. Okay. Your energy is like guarded. So what I teach my girls in the Feminine Energy Academy is you want to have boundaries, not walls. You want to have boundaries, not walls. Also, it's helping me to manifest every area of my life and works for me. Oh, I'm so thankful. Yes. So for the girls, hey Liz, I see you, beautiful. Samar, what's up? So for my girls are like, I don't understand, like I'm doing my affirmations, I'm do have my vision boards. I want to manifest this into my life, more money, more men, or healthy men, all this stuff, and it's not happening. I guaranteed, babe, I guarantee this is what it is. This is the block, okay? Is your nervous system is not regulated to the thing you're calling in. It's still programmed to your past. It's still programmed to the men that hurt you. It's still programmed to dad who left you or abused you. I have so many women in my community that have gone through abuse, have been cheated on, have gone through divorces, not just one, multiple divorces, breakups, things like that, gone through loss. I lost my husband, my late husband, to cancer, right? So this is why I understand this so deeply, is the nervous system gets so programmed to masculine energy is not healthy, it's not safe. So, and I'm not letting that go. I'm holding on to this. And then it develops triggers, it develops the walls. And then, so no matter what it is that you're calling in, you are still subconsciously self-sabotaging and blocking it. Let me know in the comments if this is making sense. Bridget, the link is there. Adora Support posted the link. You can jump in. It's $39. Like, it's the best $39 you'll ever spend in your entire life. One of the girls was like, this is the cheapest therapy I've ever had in my entire life. And the reason why I keep it at $39, because it's my community. It's both Brian and I, my husband, we're both in there helping you girls. We want to help a lot of women. Okay. I have other programs. I have high-end programs. I have high ticket coaching and stuff for my other clients that want more. But this is to make it accessible to a mass amount of women. Okay. It's the cheapest therapy you can ever have. and it's so powerful. Okay. And you get to work on your body. So we get to work on your hormones, weight loss, body shaping. I even got my stomach vacuuming stuff in there as well. We work on your dating and your marriage life and your feminine energy, and lots of nervous system reprogramming. Okay. So you can receive all your manifestations and desires around money and men, because it's all actually the same thing. It's all just reflecting your relationship. That's it. Yes. Super powerful. Okay. Yeah. Great price. It's like insane. Okay. So first thing, to truly be in your feminine, soft, magnetic energy is you need to be soft in your energy. And the only way to be soft in your energy is you have to be willing to let go of your triggers. Okay? So it's not superficial, it's your energy, it's the unseen part of you. One of the easiest ways to look at this too is think of, I love using this example, but just think of intimacy. Like, God does not miss. Like, God does not miss. I love this about God. How he's created everything is the physical realm mirrors the spiritual energetic realm. Everything. Okay? So even intimacy wise, a woman that is very hard in her energy, she doesn't feel safe, right? So she doesn't feel safe. She is guarded. There's walls up. Well, that's going to translate into intimacy, right? So naturally, it's not going to be fun. I'm not going to go into graphic details here, but you know what I'm talking about, right? A woman that is soft in her energy, she feels safe in her energy, she's in her pleasure, she can receive, right? Okay. And a man, a healthy energy man, a healthy masculine energy man does not want to penetrate something that is guarded, that is hard. A heterosexual masculine energy man does not want to penetrate anything that is guarded and hard, right? It wants to penetrate soft and receiving and pleasure. Okay. And I'm not saying this in a weird, perverted way. I'm saying this is how God's created marriage. Okay. This is how God's created our biology. This is how God's created our hormones. When you start breaking it down and you look at everything, it's all the same thing, right? And the reason why I use these examples, well, first of all, I'm assuming that you're catching what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to be weird, but you're going to understand yourself better. And when you understand yourself better, when you understand why you're feeling the way you feel in your body and in your relationships, it's going to remove the shame that comes with that, right? That's what I'm saying. This is not superficial feminine energy. Go put on some lipstick and go spend a man's money, right? Like, that's okay. That's great. You can do that, but that's not what's going to keep the man. That's not what's going to keep the healthy marriage. That's not what's going to make dating fun for you, where you're attracting healthy men, right? That's not what's going to balance out your hormones and calm your nervous system down so you can release excess weight that you've been carrying around, right? So I mean, I have like the hard cases and you know, the difficult cases with women, you know, women that are coming to me that have growths on their body, fibroids, hormone issues, thyroid issues, marriages, people signing divorce papers, right? Women that are in abusive situations currently. Those are the types of women that I work with, right? So I'm not going to give you guys fluff. I'm going to tell you girls actual stuff that's going to change your body and change your life and change your bank accounts because it's all the same. Okay? I know that was a bit deep, but I feel like you girls can handle it. So let me know in the comments if you can handle it. Say, I can handle it. Can you guys let me know? Say, I can handle it. I want the deep stuff. I want to change your life. You know, like what fires me up about this is, you know, you girls know my story. I lost my late husband to colon cancer, right? And at 37 years old, at 33, I was widowed. 33 years old, I was widowed with 4 kids. Okay, I was a mess, you know, and I needed things to get me out of bed. I needed things so I didn't go into a depression. I needed things to help, you know, I wanted to get married again. And you know, now I'm married. I wanted to move. I wanted to have my dream business. I wanted to get paid to exist. All the things I teach you girls in the Feminine Energy Academy is because that's what I needed, right? And a lot of the girls are like, this has been my lifeline to get me out of bed. This has been my lifeline as I'm going through this divorce. This has been my lifeline as I'm transitioning businesses, right? That's, you know, that's what they say to me. And I'm like, I get it, babe, because that was me too, right? I love it. I can handle it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. Send your girlfriends my way. All the men, side note, all the men, it's so funny because the girls will comment, like married women, fiancés, all this stuff, right? They're like, I don't know what program you're in, but I love it. Like all the men are so happy that their women are in the Feminine Energy Academy. The husbands, the fiancés, the boyfriends, they're so happy. They're so happy the women are in the Feminine Energy Academy and like their lives, their relationships are totally turned around. It's amazing. Okay, so that was point 1. Let's go into point 2. Point number 2, to truly, truly be in your feminine energy, is you need to feel safe to receive. So the point 1 was you need to let go of your triggers so your energy is not hard. So no hard walls. You're not triggered in your nervous system because subconsciously that will always keep masculine energy and men from you and even your money manifestations. Okay? It'll block everything out and it'll stress out your hormones because you're guarded, you're stressed. So you're going to be running off of cortisol and adrenaline, which will tank your progesterone, which will cause perimenopause issues, cause weight issues, PCOS, all that. Okay. Point number 2 is you need to feel safe receiving. Receiving. This was a challenge for me, the receiving. I didn't think I had receiving blocks, but I'll give you some signs that you have receiving blocks. Okay. So, you have a hard time receiving compliments. You have a hard time receiving attention. You feel like almost shame, like you don't want people to see you. Maybe it's on social media, maybe it's dating. You tend to cover up. And I'm not talking about covering up in a I'm worthy and I don't want everyone to see me, not like that. I'm talking about like you're hiding. You're hiding, like don't look at me. Like that type of energy, okay? Women often that hold on to extra weight, that's the root issue. If you've worked on your hormones and so say your hormones are balanced, you're working out, you're eating good, but the weight is not moving, I already know it's an energy issue and you're holding on to weight because you don't feel safe being seen. That's why women that come into my programs, once we heal that block, they often will release weight. Liz is in here. Liz has lost like 15 pounds of just emotional weight, right? And she was hiding. Liz, I'm calling you out because I love you. Liz is also a coach. She's feminine energy coach. She helps women with their healing. I coach a lot of other coaches. And and copper deficiency too. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk about that after. But anyway, often what will happen with women that want to show up on social media, you want to grow your business, you want to attract more clients, right? But you don't feel safe being seen. So if you don't feel safe being seen, at a head knowledge, you might have financial goals, you want to date, you want to feel good, you want your husband to come towards you, but you don't feel safe being seen. That means you can't actually receive. You can't receive attention. You have a hard time receiving compliments. This used to be me. If anyone ever gave me a compliment, I was like, oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Single mamas, this was me too. I had to heal this before my husband came into the picture, is you have a hard time receiving help, right? So you're the one opening the doors for yourself. You're the one doing everything for everybody. Oh, don't worry, I got it. Oh, don't worry, I got it. Oh, let me do this. Let me just give. Let me take care of my kids, take care of men, take care of charities, take care of my parents, take care of everybody. You're just taking care of everybody, right? And then you don't know how to receive. And then you're burnt out, you're exhausted, you're resentful, your body is probably falling apart, and you're not attracting masculine energy men. You're attracting men that need to be taken care of, even if you're married to him. Why? Because of that receiving block. Another sign you have a receiving block is men will come and then they'll leave. So you attract the flaky men, and same with money, where you attract money and then it leaves. But not in a way of like the natural circulation of money, because money will always come and go, but there's always more to come. But it's more of no matter how much money I make, more goes out. That's what I'm talking about. Because your nervous system, once again, is programmed to money goes away, men go away. It's an abandonment wound, okay? From childhood. It's programmed into your energy, it's programmed into your nervous system, okay? But those are some typical signs of receiving blocks. And especially if you have a hard time receiving help, I already know you're exhausted. A lot of women that come to me, it's so crazy, because I used to be like this too, is they feel guilty resting. They feel guilty taking naps. They feel guilty just taking a day off. They feel guilty. It's like this mom guilt or just this woman guilt. Like, I need to work harder. I need to work harder. Let me hustle more. I just need more discipline. Let me beat myself up a little bit more to get myself to do the things that I want. Right? Is this anybody? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating with anyone. I have a hard time with that too. My husband is masculine, however, I lack discipline. Yes, yes. And then a lot of times you think it's you lack discipline, you're procrastinating. Is it that, babe? Or is that your nervous system is burnt out, you're exhausted, and maybe you have a subconscious wound there where you think that really you're not safe to receive what you're calling in? Yes, yes. Thank you, Josie. Love it. Okay, Tracy for Earth. Love it. Okay. Yes, I took a nap and I felt so ashamed. So many women feel shame around napping. Okay, that is that is like a receiving block. That is a receiving block. Okay, you should be able to take guilt-free naps. That's one thing I teach my girls in my Feminine Energy Academy, is guilt-free naps. Okay, I mean, if you're exhausted, you might have some nutritional deficiencies or hormone issues. That could be why you're exhausted. But if those things are good and you're just going nonstop, giving nonstop, and you're tired and then you feel guilty resting, that is a receiving block. I already know that you have relationship issues and it's affecting your money as well. Okay? Love it. Okay, so let's talk about number 3 thing that you have to really be embodied in to truly be in your soft magnetic feminine energy. Okay, Evelyn, I go live on Monday and Wednesday and Friday. Okay, actually, my husband is starting to go live on Fridays now. It's called Ask a Man segment. But if you want actual transformation, where we do nervous system reprogramming, I really teach you feminine energy embodiment. Right now, I'm just teaching you head knowledge, right? You want to actually learn to embody this energy, activate this inside of you. Then you want to get in the Feminine Energy Academy. Okay, that's where I give you girls audios that you listen to, like you literally brainwash yourself day and night, and it helps shift your energy. It helps release your blocks. It helps with your inner child wounds, past traumas, helps heal your relationship with masculine energy. That's where the women really see the transformation, is in there. Okay, and then every Saturday, I actually do a private masterclass where I go deep on these topics, on really the how-to on Saturdays. Okay, like on Saturday I just did probably the most fire nervous system reprogramming masterclass I've ever done. We talked about quantum physics and manifestation. We talked about decoupling yourself from an old reality to manifest a new reality. We talked about avoidant attachment issues and anxious attachment issues from childhood and how that blocks your relationships and your money flow now. And I gave you 7 ways to practically nervous system re-regulate right now. It was such an amazing masterclass. Okay, so those are the things I do every Saturday, and you can have access to the replays in there as well. All right. Okay. How much is it? How much is the Saturday masterclass? It's all included. Everything's all included, babe. All in the Feminine Energy Academy. You get access to everything. And how I have it set up, it's an app. So anytime, like I encourage you girls to listen to the audios every day. So I have different programs in the Feminine Energy Academy. So depending, because I have women that come in where they're like, I want to work on my hormones and weight loss, and I want to work on being more of my feminine energy in my marriage or in dating, or I want to learn about rotationally dating, or I'm a business owner and I'm really stressed around money. So I have like a relaxed money magnet section where I teach you girls how to reprogram your nervous system around money to call in higher cash months. You get all of that in there. I have my cortisol detox program in there. I have my stomach vacuuming program in there. I have dating for marriage program in there, marriage rehab program in there. And then also Brian, my husband, is in there. So you get all the masculine energy advice in there as well, where we have like an Ask a Man section. So if you're questioning things about your husband or men you're dating, he will answer you. Okay, so you get all of that. And then on Saturdays, we do a masterclass. Okay. Okay. Even though you work, does your man still pay for everything? Does help you in your business? Yes. How soon should a woman expect a masculine energy man to propose? Oh, these are really good questions. Really good questions. Okay, I'm going to answer those questions in 2 seconds. Let me just give you girls point 3 about being your feminine energy, and then we'll talk about all your girls' questions, okay? So have your questions ready. I love these questions. Point number 3, in order to really truly be in your feminine energy, is you need to feel so good in your body and in your emotions and in your energy. You need to feel good. If you don't feel good about you, babe, none of this stuff matters. But I promise you, girl, once you start to feel good, you start to feel good in your hormones, you start to feel good in your emotions, in your nervous system, you start to feel good where you're out of your head and you're just feeling good in your body, you're rested. Even if you're a single mom, I was a single mom for 4 years, okay? You start to feel good. You're having fun again. You're laughing again. You're just playful and flirting with life. You feel you're taking care of how you look. You're starting to take care of your hair. You're starting to take care of your body, how you dress. Girl, you become so magnetic to masculine energy. Not just masculine energy men, but everybody. Social media, your clients, everybody. What I teach my girls in the Feminine Energy Academy is you are a walking billboard. Whether you are aware of it or not, you are a walking billboard. Okay, so you are constantly walking around and people are like, is she what she says she is? Or people are just drawn to you or they're repelled to you by how you feel. Everyone around you is mirroring your energy. And I promise you, babe, once you start to feel so good in your body and your energy and your emotions again, you become so magnetic. Okay? Men want to be around you. Everybody wants to be around you because you feel good in your energy. People can't feel good in your energy unless you feel good in your energy, babe. You can't feel good in your energy unless you feel good in your body. If your hormones are all over the place and you're depressed or you're anxious or you're just exhausted, you're fatigued, or you don't feel good in your body because you're retaining water or you're puffy because your cortisol levels are high, you're puffy in your face and puffy in your gut, or you're having horrible PMS or PCOS or fibroids, and like you're anemic because you're bleeding all the time, you're not going to feel good. That's going to affect your relationships. That's going to affect your love life. That's going to affect how you show up in business, right? If you don't feel good in your body and your energy, your libido is going to be down. If your libido is down, baby girl, that's going to affect your love life for sure, especially if you're married, right? So instead of shaming ourselves, instead of beating ourselves up, we work on all of these things. I have a 90-day cortisol detox program where we do nervous system reprogramming. We help rebalance your hormones, your energy, so you can feel so good in your body. Okay, that is always your starting point. When I was a single mom with 4 kids, back in this, I was widowed in 2019, my starting point was I need to not be depressed. I need to take care of my body. I need to figure out this hormone stuff because my hormones were all over the place. I was so stressed out. I was so overwhelmed. I did not look like this at all. I was anemic. I had an umbilical hernia. I had pain in my belly all the time. It was awful. I was a mess. Okay. So my starting point was taking care of myself and not compromising that anymore. And once I started doing that, my entire life started to fall back into place. Okay. So I showed up as a better mom. I was a happy mom. I had energy again. That's when I started dating for marriage, and now I'm remarried. Right. And I can show up and just be amazing, and encourage and inspire other women because I feel good. I give from my overflow now. I'm not giving from my fumes anymore. I'm giving from my overflow, which is how God has designed it for us. Right? Okay. So let me answer some of you girls' questions now. Yes. Girl, I promise you, Evelyn, you will not attract a healthy masculine energy man until you feel good about yourself. That's how it works. That's how energy works. Okay. Masculine energy wants to penetrate energetically something that feels good and is in its pleasure. It feels good in your body, feels good in your energy. You feel safe in your nervous system. That's what draws these men to you, your husband too. Okay. I want him to crave me every time. Yes, it starts with me. Yeah. In order for him to crave you every time, you need to be so feeling so good about yourself. So good about yourself. You're not easily triggered. You don't need to control things. You know how to receive. You're having fun with life. You feel good in your body. You look good. You smell good. All of that. Then they want to be in your energy. Okay? So yeah, I help you girls with all of that. So for the girls that are just joining, the 90-day program is included in the Feminine Energy Academy, which is $39. I know it's ridiculously cheap, $39. And then, but it's enough for you to get in there, try it out. You get all of that in there, all of it. Okay. Liz, thank you. I appreciate it. Liz is in the Feminine Energy Academy. I didn't even ask her to do that, but I appreciate you, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So let's talk about, somebody had a question. Oh, how long should it take before a man proposes to you? Okay. So, you need to decide ahead of time. This is what I teach my girls. I have a dating for marriage program, rotational dating program, and I have a 5-step process to actually call in your provider energy husband and how to date for marriage. Okay. So you need to decide. Oh, it just froze. Are you guys still there? That was weird. I don't know why I just froze. Hello? Did it freeze? The image is frozen, but you can hear me. Okay, I have no idea why I did that. So I'm just going to keep talking. I have no idea why I did that. How long should it take before a man proposes? You need to decide ahead of time what your timeline is. Okay? You need to decide ahead of time what your timeline is. So for example, for me, I was dating for marriage. So every time I was, when I was dating, I made that clear, I'm dating for marriage. So I wasn't about to wait 2 years. So when Brian came into the picture and he's like, I want to marry you, I want us to date for marriage. I was like, let me see if I do this. Hold on. No, that doesn't do anything. Okay, you guys are just gonna have to look at my image and I'll just keep talking. When Brian moved to, I was in Canada at the time. We live in the US now. And he's like, I want to date you for marriage. Obviously he was super serious because he moved countries. And I was like, okay, what's your timeline? So even though this man moved countries to come date me for marriage, I still asked him what his timeline was. And he was like, okay, I see us getting married, like being engaged, getting married 6 to 12 months max. I was like, okay, that works for me. And we were engaged within 8 months, and we were married and moved within 11 months. So I'm saying that for you girls because you need to decide. You need to know ahead of time. But then you don't just tell him, I want to be married in 6 months. You need to ask him, what does your timeline look like? So I have girls that have been in relationships for 10 years and like, babe, how men work is they will give you what is required of them. Okay. So if you have not required engagement, if you have not required marriage, then they're not going to give that to you necessarily. So you need to have that conversation, but it's all how you do it. Don't just come at him triggered, angry, and tell him, how come we're not married yet? Blah, 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 blah. You need to do this. Why aren't you? That's just going to repel him. It needs to feel like his idea. Okay. So that's why you just come to him and you ask him, but you have energetically decided ahead of time what you're willing to wait for and what you're willing to walk away for. Because if you have decided, babe, and this is so important so women don't waste their time. You cannot waste your time, babes. Okay? Because what happens is the man will be like, we're together, we're exclusive. It's been, how many years you've invested all this time, but this man still has no intention of marrying you. Now you've just wasted your time, right? So you need to decide ahead of time. Okay, no, I'm getting married this year, or I want to be married by next year. And if this man doesn't align with that, then you need to be willing to walk away. That's why it's so important, the Feminine Energy Academy, where I help you girls like actually get clarity, which is the most important thing of what you actually want. Because otherwise he's going to mirror that energy back to you. If you're wobbly in your energy, he's going to mirror that back to you. Okay? Does that make sense? I know the screen's frozen, but whatever. We're still going with it. You girls can hear me. Is that making sense? But it should never take over a year for that to happen, for you guys to get engaged. I've been married once, engaged 3 times. Okay, Jamila Wells, I really, really encourage you, babe, to get clarity on what you're calling in. The reason why you're attracting men that are wishy-washy is because there's wishy-washiness in your energy. And so these men are mirroring it back to you. Okay? Would you say that sometimes it's better to just start over with someone else for women that have already been in a relationship 5+ years? I think that's a really good question, Christy. If you've been in a relationship 5 years, is it better to just start over? This is what I 100% encourage you to do. Regardless of him, you need to get so clear on what you're calling in as a husband. First, your energy. You decide, what are my non-negotiables? What are my values? Everything I teach you girls in Feminine Energy Academy. Okay, I walked you through this process. Once you've decided what you want and you're embodying that, you've become the match to that, okay? Then this person, if he doesn't align to it, then you need to make that decision. You might have to have a conversation with him. And if he's just really not in alignment with that, then you need to be willing to walk away. If your non-negotiables are, they're being compromised. What will happen? One of 2 things will happen. It's a win-win situation for you. Either he will step up. He might go away for a little bit, figure out he misses you and he was a retard and wants to be in your life and maybe needs to do some inner healing, and will come back into your life and be like, no, I want to get married now. And he just needed that moment. Or he was never the person for you and he's actually blocking your husband. Okay. And then your right person will come into your life. You guys might have heard this before, but my now husband, he was engaged before. They were together for 5 years. 5 years. Because like most people, you're trying to make it work, but you're out of alignment. They weren't in alignment. They broke apart. They ended an engagement. the same year my husband passed away in 2019. But Brian and I were engaged in 8 months, right? He was my husband. Like, Brian is totally meant for me, right? And I meant for him. And so don't let this person block your husband from finding you. But if that person is meant to be with you, then once you get clear in your energy and you detach from him and let him go, he'll either come towards you or he will go away. Okay, so it's always a win-win situation. All right. I love that you girls are still on asking questions, even though my screen is frozen. Okay, I'll answer a few more questions for you. Does it matter if he is financially doing well? This is why it's so important that you have clarity, babe, on what you're calling in as a husband. What are your non-negotiables? What are your non-negotiables? And what does provider energy even mean for you? What does provider energy even mean for you? Okay, because you can have men that are doing financially well, but they're not present. They're out traveling. A lot of business guys are like that, right? They're not home. Then you can have another guy that maybe just has a pretty good job or a pretty good business, and he's taking care of the bills in the household, but he's more present with you and the kids. What does provider energy mean to you? Emotionally providing for you, financially providing for you. He looks out for you. He's checking on you. He's making sure you're good. He actually cares that you're protected and that you're safe and that your kids are safe. Get so clear on what provider energy means for you. Okay? If he's a financial mess and he's not providing and he's not showing signs of that, then you've got to really ask yourself, is this the type of person I want to be with? Right? But ask yourself that ahead of time, babe, because you are not going to be a happy girl if you're the one financially taking care of everybody. It's going to burn out your hormones and your relationship, because you're going to be in your masculine energy. He's going to be in his receiving energy, and you might be attracted to him physically, but you're not going to be attracted to him for very long if you're in your masculine. Okay? So get super clear on that for yourself ahead of time, babe. And if you don't feel worthy, this is why I go so deep in this in the Feminine Energy Academy, is you got to look at, why don't I feel worthy to be with a man that can take care of us financially? Right? Where's that coming from? Likely it's coming from childhood. Dad wasn't a provider, right? That's usually where it comes from. Okay, but we heal that in the Feminine Energy Academy. Okay, next question, Bridget. Doesn't the menstrual cycle naturally affect how we feel to extent due to hormonal changes? 100%. I think sometimes a woman can't feel good every day. That's so interesting, Bridget. Or is it Bridget or Bidgie? Bidgie Eats? Yes, your hormones 1000% affect how you feel every day. That's why I include all my hormone balancing tips and programs in my Feminine Energy Academy and with my dating and relationship programs, because you cannot separate those two. You cannot separate a woman's hormones with how she feels. You can't. Okay. And you can't separate how a woman feels with her relationships, because those things all affect each other. That's why your starting point is always, how can I feel good in my body again? Yes, your hormones are going to change from day to day, but you can still feel good in your body every day. Okay, you might have some days where you feel a little bit more energized. That makes sense. But you should not be feeling bad in your body every day. You should not be in pain every day. You should not be depressed every day. You should not be exhausted, fatigued every day. No, if you're feeling like that and that's normal for you, babe, I really, really encourage you to do even the 90-day hormone reset program that I have in the Feminine Energy Academy, where you can start to feel good, because most days you should feel really good in your body. Okay. You might have a one-off day where maybe you've done so much and you're just exhausted and you need to sleep. That's normal. That's okay. Or you might have something happen and you might be a little bit off for a little bit. Maybe you went through a breakup or something like that. But that should not be your normal energy state. Okay, babe? All right. So Adora Support, can you throw up the link one more time? And then any other questions you guys have? And then you girls are amazing. I am so impressed that you stayed on with a frozen screen. I love it. I love it. The adaptogens work. My son keeps asking me why I'm so happy regardless of my menstrual. What's going on? Yes. See, Christy, I love it. Christy's in the Feminine Energy Academy. I'm so proud of you, Christy. You're just such a superstar in so many ways. I am just so, so proud of you. It's so fun. Well, it's not funny, but for most of my life, I had hormone issues like most women, but we're taught that this is normal. We're taught that you're supposed to, it's normal to suffer once a month with your menstrual cycle, right? We're taught that it's normal to just suffer through perimenopause or just to suffer through pregnancy and to suffer as you get older. And that is so far from the truth. You can feel so yummy and delicious with every single day, no matter if you're pregnant, if you just had a baby, if you're perimenopause, if you're menstruating, you can still feel yummy and delicious. But the thing is, women aren't taught about our hormones. We're not taught about our bodies. We're not taught about our nervous systems. We're not taught about our feminine energy. So we don't understand why we feel the way we feel, right? And then we're taught to just accept it. Right? And no, baby girl, like you don't have to. Like we're literally aging in reverse in the Feminine Energy Academy. We're looking 10 years younger. We're feeling good in our bodies, even if you're menstruating, even if you're perimenopause, you know? But I give you the tools. You have to have tools. You have to have tools. Okay? Yes, we create a new normal without suffering. The world, we're just so addicted to suffering and struggle and hustle and running off of cortisol and adrenaline. And we just call that normal. And it's not normal, babe. That's not God's normal. That's not kingdom normal. Okay? And that's why I'm so passionate about this, is because we live differently. But you have to be willing to receive that. You have to be willing to have new tools. You have to be willing to let go of your old reality before you can manifest your new reality. Okay? I get so fired up about this. Anyway, girls, jump into the Feminine Energy Academy. I'm actually going to post today after I get off of here I have the masterclass from Saturday on the nervous system reprogramming and feminine energy reprogramming. And if you have, if you struggle with avoidant attachment styles, anxious attachment styles around men or money, and yeah, I talk about 7 ways to nervous system reprogram around that. So I'll post that today for you girls. We're also doing a 90-day glow up challenge for the girls that either want to lose weight or gain weight, reshape their bodies, hormone reset, perimenopause, cortisol detox. I do check-ins every week with the girls as well. So we're doing that today as well. And both my husband and I are on that app. Yes, you get both of us in there. We're both helping you. You get the healthy masculine energy. You get me. You get to ask him questions, whatever scenarios you're going through. We have an entire Ask a Man section in that program, on the app, on the Feminine Energy Academy. So you can ask questions about dating, about marriage, about men. You get it all. Okay? We're on a mission to help you girls have healthy marriages, to feel really good in your body and your hormones, your energy, and your nervous system, to become a relaxed money magnet where you're manifesting the money that you want, the businesses that you want, getting paid to exist, travel around, live that luxury life that you deserve. But at first, you have to do the 3 things that I talked about today, which is healing, letting go of your triggers in your nervous system, number 1. Number 2 is actually feeling safe to receive and a nervous system subconscious level instead of pushing things away subconsciously. And the number 3 is feeling so yummy and delicious in your body. Okay? I love you girls so, so much. Thank you, girls. Christy, I see you. Liz, all the girls in the Feminine Energy Academy, thank you for jumping on. Thank you, Adora support. And thank you for you girls that stayed on even though the screen is frozen. Okay, I love you girls. We'll see you in the Feminine Energy Academy.